Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new or you're just passing by, I hope you like what you see. My name is Melissa Mbele. Oh, it's no longer Mbele, I'm married. It's Melissa Yates. And if you're a returning subscriber, gang, shout out to you. Thank you for the love and support. Today, I'm not alone. I'm with the man of my dreams, Mr. Yates. Do you want to show yourself?
What's going on, good people? Good people, how we living?
Oh, you can introduce yourself.
Introduce myself. Well, we can call myself Mike. We can go by Michael. We can go by Mikael. And my social media tag is @YatesTheBusiness. How we living today?
I'm not gonna tell them you're my husband.
I am your husband. That's how you introduced me.
Yes, guys, this is my husband. Yes, it sounds so good when I say my husband, Mr. Michael Yates. And today's video, we're going to be answering you guys' questions that you sent to us on TikTok one day when we're live. And it's literally a get to know us tag and a Q&A tag at the same time. And we'll be reading the questions from the laptop and answering them to you. Question number 1, where did y'all meet? You answering or I'm answering?
Ladies first.
Oh, ladies first. Okay. We met online on an app called OkCupid. Yes, it's online dating. I married a stranger.
We're all strangers.
We're all strangers at the end of the day. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to say about it. We met online dating. Don't be scared. Create those online accounts, and it's not that bad, guys.
So the next question is, what were your first impressions about each other when you first met in person? Ladies first.
No, no, it can't be ladies first. Like, one thing that I know for sure is you said I smelled good. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, you did smell good.
You know what I did? I literally sprayed my whole head, and I think I sprayed more than 5 times.
Are you serious?
When I left the house. Okay, when I was in the house after taking a shower, and then outside when I got in the Uber. And when we were driving to the airport with the Uber guy, I literally said, "Excuse me, I want to spray myself again." Then when I got to the airport waiting on you, and when you texted and said you're getting your luggage, I was like, let me get that perfume out, and then sprayed myself again. So I know for a fact he said I smelled good.
So if I didn't tell you you smell good, would you have been disappointed?
No, not at all. I wasn't expecting that you would voice it out, even though I knew I smelled good, because I was spraying the whole 2 hours ago. But yeah, my first impression when I met you, I was like, oh, is he real? He is real, he is here. And yeah, literally the rest was taking it all in, that you are here.
Would you take in?
That you're not as I thought you were a bit buff. So
Thought I was a swole dude.
no, not really, but a bit buff. Not, I didn't think you were small. So
Is that right?
I was like, okay, oh, he's not buff. And I thought you're not tall, but you're actually tall, but not too tall. You're taller than me, so that's what's important. And what was your impressions?
I was wowed. I was just like, oh my God, this chick is bad. Like, oh wow, it's not just the internet. Like, she's actually gorgeous. And you had like this big, like beautiful, gorgeous smile. Like your teeth are like sparkling white. And just the natural, like you didn't have on all this makeup, and I can't stand all that anyway. So I was just like, okay, all right. And you smelled wonderful. I said, oh my God, I can do this. So my first impression of you was just fabulous, phenomenal, gorgeous, respectful woman. Like you looked respectful, you looked beautiful, and you looked like the woman that I flew over here for. I didn't feel like, oh my God, I made a bad choice. Like I should have, dang, this was not a good investment. This was not a good idea. the woman I think I'm about to marry is not what I thought I was about to get.
But would you have married me if you felt that way as the first impression?
That's a great question. That's a question that I really don't think I can answer, but I can tell you this. If I didn't feel wowed on day one, that would have steered me in another direction. And it would have took something else that you had did to steer me that way. I'm big on, if I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with you, that I should be attracted to you instantly. I shouldn't have to make myself, like when you see a nice outfit or a purse or a pair of shoes, you know when you look at it and like, I kind of like these, and you staring at it trying to make yourself like it. I didn't want that.
No.
I wanted it to be
I
boom.
like it. I like it.
I didn't want to force myself to like you. And thank God I didn't have to. So here we are.
Okay, next question.
How was it for the guy to adjust to the culture difference?
That's for you.
Let me get a sip of water, y'all. Y'all gonna have to excuse me for a second. Let me ask you, since this is your native country, there's a lot of culture differences. So could you kind of break down to me in your own way, like some parts of your culture that you feel are different that you would like for me to answer? Like, for instance, me seeing people walk across the street on the green light. That's a culture difference. So kind of break that down.
Okay, I think they meant how we do things literally. Like you just said, people walking across the street and the light is green. The robot is green. That, and also the type of words, like I just said the robot and you say the lights. So the type of words that we say to a when we refer to a certain thing, and you literally say another word, but you're both referring to the same thing. So like how did you adjust to that? And driving on the right side of the road.
Left side here.
And I mean sitting on the right of the car. Like how did you adjust to that? I guess that's what they asked.
I think considering all things, I adjusted well. It was weird. It was different, but it took a lot of, if you ask me, maturity and an understanding that I literally just flew away from the US and I flew into South Africa. So I need to embrace this culture, and this is where my wife lives. This is where my future wife at the time lives. And so how am I going to understand her if I don't embrace this overall culture? So yeah, I think I got a little frustrated when I got here. Number one, I get off the airport and I'm driving on the right side of the car, which I wasn't too unfamiliar with because I lived in Japan for 3 years. But when I got on the interstate, the freeway, the expressway, whatever we want to call it,
Freeway.
there were people running across the interstate. And I'm just like, what the is going, like people literally were getting on the interstate and crossing over for the other side and going across. And some of them weren't running, they were walking. People are going 100, 120 kilometers an hour and people are walking across the interstate. It was unbelievable. And they looking at you like you did something wrong. So then I noticed people weren't going, nobody even cares to push the crosswalk button. They just like, psh. People just walk on the green light. They don't care. The traffic lights aren't the traffic lights, they're robots. I could go on and on and on about the differences, but the question is how did I adjust to the culture difference? I think I adjusted well. I mean, even from, me asking you, where is home affairs? Or, where's the grocery store? I'm looking for a grocery store, it's in the mall. Home affairs is in the mall. The gym is in the mall. And so instead of people driving to the gym or the grocery store or the whatever building, it's literally in the mall on the first, second, third, fourth, whatever. They literally got people changing the oil and washing cars in the mall. So you can park your car at the mall, get somebody to wash it for you, get your oil changed, get your tires changed, while you are literally going to the gym. You leaving the gym, you can go get your teeth cleaned to the dentist, leave the dentist, go eat, go buy your groceries, go get a passport, whatever you need to get, go out to eat and get back in your car and go home, all at the same time, in the mall.
In the mall.
I think that was genius. So adjusting for me has been Fun. I will use that. It's been fun to say the least.
Okay.
What's the next question? Ooh,
What was your husband's initial thoughts of South Africa?
I'm getting a lot of questions.
Of course, they want to know more of you than of me.
Y'all putting me in the spotlight. What was your husband's initial thoughts of South Africa? So we're saying initial. I mean, initial to me means like the first day when I got off that plane, when I saw those mountains and I breathed that air in for the first time, I said, wow, this place is absolutely gorgeous.
Is it because I'm not trying to be mean or something, but is it because most Americans believe that we live in the bush, or where we live you can see a giraffe or a lion walking right next to a human? Like they really think we live in the bush, most of them.
Well, I would say marketing wise, we're not told openly of the beauty of all that Africa has to offer. So, y'all have to excuse me, my throat. A little under the weather, we're looking at penguins in the cold. But I had already did my own research, but for decades it's been embedded in my mind that Africa is not a place that has a solid infrastructure. So in your mind, you're thinking about war, you're thinking about famine, people don't have water, they don't have internet, whatever. It doesn't matter if you research it or not. It's one thing to do your research, to read about it, to hear about it. But when you come here and you get off the plane and you see the international airport, you see the structure, then it's no longer you knew better, or even though you heard that it wasn't the way you thought it was, when you see it and you just breathe the air and it's like, oh my God, I'm not breathing in smog and fumes and carbon and all these emissions. It was beautiful. I said, oh my God. And when I got in the car for the first time, matter of fact, when I came out in the airport for the first time, because I do live in Georgia, where it's the busiest, if not the largest airport in the world, in Atlanta. And I've been through many, I don't even know how many airports I've flown to. So when I flew and I walked through Cape Town International, it was just like, it's just like any other major established airport. They've got restaurants, rental cars. I mean, people getting cell phones in here, souvenirs, coffee shop, you name it, it's there. They have people picking folks up on golf carts, driving them to their rental car free of charge. You can get your, your luggage trolley for free. People are very friendly. They speak open English. And I'm just like, okay, cool. I was expecting some type of strict military presence, and it was very friendly people. You know, they check your passport, make sure you're legitimate. They make sure you're here for valid reasons, and then they let you go on about your way. So my first impressions and, my initial thoughts of South Africa was, wow, I'm seeing skyscrapers. There's an established interstate. I'm not driving on dirt roads. I'm just like, I'm looking at Ferraris passing by. Somebody had a Porsche. I'm seeing Ford Rangers and Ford Mustangs. And I'm just like, okay.
It's not that bad as they say it is.
No, it's not that. I mean, even it's still 5G. They have 3G, 4G, and 5G cell phone, service. So yeah, they've got high-speed internet, all that.
Okay. What's the next question?
Next question. Ooh, good. I can take a break. What is it like dating an American man?
Oh wow. Oh wow. What is it like dating an American man? Well, the first time we started talking on the app, okay, Kevin, I was a bit nervous when you mentioned that you're an American, because in my mind I was like, does this mean if him and I work, I'll have to speak English all day, every day, 24/7? I was nervous. I wouldn't say I was scared. I mean, my English is not that bad, but it's that's one part of. I was a bit nervous, but then the next thing is, what is it like dating an American man? It's like dating any other guy, as long as, for me, it's not about the nationality, where you're from. you're a guy like any other guy, and as long as you act like a guy, I think it don't matter where you're from. Because I wasn't really looking to date an American man. I was looking for a man. So, well, it happened that you're an American. So I really don't think I would have. But they are different though. They're different. There is a difference between what I know, African men and an American. They know what they want. And one thing about African men, they'll just speak about it and not act on it. With him, or maybe it's because he knew what he wanted, and both him and I, we knew what we wanted, and we worked on it. We didn't just speak about it on the app, and then stay there. Nothing happens afterwards. He is here because he knew what he wanted. I don't think an African man would have done that. Even if I was dating an African man from Johannesburg, I don't think it was gonna take us the time that it took him to be here. So I think they are determined and they know what they want. And we are here now, basically.
I'm not gonna let you get away with that. I'm gonna make you go a little harder.
No, I'm not.
I want to hear if you were dating an African man, which you've had other men that you've dated before you dated this amazing African American man. What are some differences besides language that you've noticed, like expectations, something that a native African man would have expected or almost even demanded, where it's like, oh, it's not a big deal? What are some of those things that are different for you since you're not dating a native African man? Yeah.
There isn't much. I don't know what you want me to say.
I know it's got to be something.
Why are you putting me on?
I'm trying to help the people out because there's people all around the world that want to know. What about the people who say, well, why would I want an African wife? How about a African American wife? What's the difference? Or why not a Japanese wife or a Filipino wife or a German wife? Why would a man want an African wife? And how you flip that is, if a man is African and you're dating him, because I'll answer that for us, but why would a African woman necessarily even choose to date an American man versus a African man?
But
there's got to be a difference in something.
Like with me, it wasn't about the. I swiped right even when I didn't know that you're an American. To me, you were just like any other guy. It's not about where you are from.
So what about, okay, let me give you an example. What about if, for instance, one time you was cooking or something and I was washing the dishes and you were like, oh, you don't have to do that. Is that something different?
Oh.
If I was an African guy, is this something that you're so used to it that it would have never even been a thought?
Yeah.
So explain that.
Okay, I think, if you put it that way, then I'll be able to say with them, African American men, or maybe it's just him. I don't know if it happens to America with everyone else, Americans, but if I cook, he cleans up the kitchen, whereas it'll never happen with an African man. If I cook, he still expects me to wash the dishes, make sure the kitchen is clean. If we had kids, take care of the kids. But I think with him, it's different because he really believes that if you cook, I do the dishes. If he cooks, which is an African man, they hardly cook anyways. So if he cooks, I do the dishes. So I think that's what's different. They don't believe in this is a woman role. What if he didn't meet me? What was he gonna do? Was he not gonna eat because he's not married or something? So I think that's the difference between African American and Native African. You guys still do things that Native African will not do. They believe that this is for a woman. Like they are heavy on roles and they still expect you to go work and then come home So you come home and do all these other things, and they just sit and not do anything at all. So I think that's the difference.
Any other ones that you can think of?
No, I don't want to speak about it for too long. Like we're prolonging the video.
We're not prolonging, we're helping somebody out.
Okay.
Somebody needs these answers. That's why they asked them. Oh, wow. So you read this question for us, please.
Okay, the next question is, what is it like dating an African woman?
That is a deep question.
Don't dive in.
We ain't gonna try to go to the 15th floor, but I will take y'all to probably level 5 or level 6, 7. What it's like dating an African woman, I know this is gonna sound mundane, but it's different. Things that, I know this sounds very, whatever, but it's kind of a mirror of what she said. The things that she does that I don't even ask her to do are things that I would have to almost like paint a perfect like platter on a wall for. Not every American woman, I cannot speak. That would be a very ignorant thing to do. Everybody's different. But a typical American woman from the culture that I come from would not do the stuff that she does. So now the question is, what are some of the things that she does? Let me give you an example. For instance, if I'm going grocery shopping, I don't even have to ask her to come. She just comes. Most American women would be thankful that a man is buying groceries, but they'll just give you the list and you go get it and you bring it back. I don't ask her to go to the store. She like, you ready to go? She already got the keys in her hand. And not even that, I don't necessarily even have to always get the keys. She got my keys, she got the phone, whatever I would have tried to check and make sure I got, she already got it. I'm in the store, she already got the list, she ready to go. Now again, that's not every American woman, but typically from my experience, it's the guy must do this, and this. And even her mindset, she doesn't expect for me to do anything for her or give her anything that she don't have or can't do for herself. So for instance, you'll meet a lot of American women that are like, yo, he gotta have this, he gotta have this, and this. Oh, he can't even talk to me. But when you're talking to a typical African woman, specifically Melissa, it's, well, why am I asking for a man to do this, and this, and I don't have the current ability to do this, and this. So that's different. And just the idea of catering to a man or being submissive. A lot of women think that being submissive to a man means that they're a slave or that they're bowing down to a man. But what you don't realize is when you make a lion submit to you, it makes you powerful because now this lion is protecting you. And you gotta be a strong person. Can you imagine what it takes to tame a lion? A lion can clearly eat its owner, but something tames that lion. I mean, you talk about Superman and Lois, the Hulk and his woman, whatever. You have these powerful men, and I believe behind every powerful man is an even more powerful woman. So being submissive, she doesn't challenge me in that way. And it makes me literally want to get up. It makes me want to work. It makes me want to take care of her because it's like, yo, I'm not taking care of a grown man. But a lot of women, unfortunately, have taken on this masculine role, in some cases because they didn't have a choice. But then when they get with a man, a grown man, they don't know how to step back and be feminine. And with an African woman, it's just not a problem. They don't have an issue with being feminine. You just need to be ready to be a man because they're gonna look at you like, yo, you a grown man. I'm looking for you to do these things, but you'll never have to worry about taking care of things that a man shouldn't have to take care of. But if you want to help, that's great. So without going too deep, that's what's different.
So you say I'm submissive?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, she don't even look for me to cook. I don't have to be like, what we eating? But with some American women, you can literally buy the food and it could be in the freezer and you'll be trying to figure out what's for dinner. I don't ask her what are we eating. She gonna cook. That's
you just see it in your plate.
I'm just like, all right, I'm sitting down and here comes the plate. The plate is being brought to me. Some of y'all don't like that, whatever, but I'm gonna tell you right now, for all the fellas and the women, it makes me want to do stuff for her. It literally makes me want to cater to her. You know how easy it is to take a woman shopping when you know she gonna make sure you straight at home? To each his own. Y'all take it how you want to take it.
Okay.
What are the differences between South Africa and the United States?
I guess that's for you because I have not been to the US.
That's another deep question.
Make it short.
I'm gonna make it very short. What are the differences? I'm gonna just pick, I don't know, I would say 3, but what if I only come up with 2? Okay, here's one difference. Here's one big difference. This is an easy one. They drive on the left side of the road and on the right side of the car. That's different. Number 2, traffic lights are called robots. A robot to me is, you know, whatever. Over here, a robot is a traffic light.
I think we should do a video of the words, how we refer.
That would be a good one. Let me see, what's another difference? Oh, believe it or not, all jokes aside, being black, you're not a minority here.
No, there's a lot of us.
I see black people everywhere. Matter of fact, in the embassy, I'm not trying to be funny, I don't think I saw one white person, except for the customers themselves. But as far as the employees, literally all I saw was black people. At Home Affairs, the embassy, again, I didn't get to see everybody working in the embassy, but the people that I got to see were all black. When I go to the mall, everybody's black. The managers, the store owners, the restaurants, the parking, the security, the hotels, the airport, the stewardess, everybody's black. So that's different. When I'm walking around, and it's to the point where when I walk around, people try to speak to me in Zulu or say the other, literally, because they're just like, yo, you're just another black dude.
Exactly.
No big deal. I don't feel like I gotta make an excuse or try to not be who I am here. I'm just another black person. No one cares.
Okay, the next question is, do you get scared that this is happening too fast? Do I answer? No, I don't get scared at all.
Why not?
Because it feels right, and doing it with someone that you trust and you're so comfortable in, I think I would rather put my trust in whatever happens, at least we tried. So I'm really not scared at all.
So do I get scared that things are happening too fast? Absolutely not, because I believe in a higher power. I believe in Yah, I believe in God, same. So for me, it all happens in His timing. How I met her, how she met me, I don't think it's too fast. I think it's perfect timing. And what a lot of people do is they pray for something and then they're not ready for the blessing.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you ask for a car if you weren't willing to learn how to drive? You know, why would you ask for food if you're not gonna eat it? So for me, I prayed for my blessing. She prayed for hers. He listened, He delivered. And so it's not too fast. I mean, when are we supposed to meet? Another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now?
Exactly.
So
there's no formula.
She's here, I'm here, let's get to it.
Yeah.
It didn't happen too fast, it happened right on time.
Okay, the next question is, what's something we noticed about each other? You go first.
What's something I noticed about you? Just how genuine you are. Like, you really are a genuine person. Like, you're a happy person. You're not somebody that keeps up drama. As you can see, she has this like really gorgeous, beautiful smile. And she's just fun to be around. So that's something I noticed about her.
I don't even know what to say.
Like, you gotta say something.
What?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you this. It's something I noticed about her since she can't come up with something, and it will help her. It happens literally every single day. It happened again today, I think twice. I will get ready to say something or do something, and she'll finish my sentence, or we'll say it at the same time. It could be something that don't make no sense. There's no way we could have made this up. So what I noticed about her is, this is gonna sound weird, but she's literally like almost, which is good. I don't want her to be exactly, but she's almost the female version of myself.
Like, you're speaking about jumping in bed at the same time.
Not only did we speak about getting in the bed at the same time, but we jumped in the bed at the same time without talking about it, and we both did the same jump movement.
Yeah.
What happened earlier when we were driving to the mall? I forgot what it was.
I forgot too.
But it was like I was about to turn or something, and I was like, I don't know. We said something, but it happens literally every day.
Yeah.
So that's something I noticed about her. I know she noticed about me, is that we just click.
Yeah, we do. I think we can move to the next question.
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Do you?
Do you think? Oh, go ahead.
It just happened again.
Do you think there are things that you wish you could change about each other?
If you go first, I get an idea.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is going to sound counterproductive, but I actually wish she was an African person that already lived in the US. But that would be dumb because I wouldn't have been able to come here and enjoy Cape Town and meet family and the community, the culture. The reason why I say it though is because of all the stuff that we have to go through to bring my wife to the US. So I wouldn't want to change anything about her necessarily, but if I could, I would just change her nationality to where she was South African and a US citizen already.
But don't you think maybe if I lived in America, all these nice things that you say about African women would have perished or left my spirit?
I don't know.
Maybe I would be acting like an African American.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm also praying that when you come to the States that doesn't happen. Which is why I also said I think my statement was counterproductive. But for the sake of if I could change something, I'm not even sure if I would, but I don't have anything about you that I don't like that I'm like, oh yeah, this needs to change. So if I had to answer this question, that's what it would be.
I don't think there's anything I wish to change.
No.
I think I'm not gonna say it's perfect. No one is perfect.
What about my fingernails?
What about them?
Because you don't like how my skin is right
Oh
there.
yes, I have my nails are fake and long, but I don't like long nails. Like I think I cut it's not gonna show. I think I cut my nails like every time I see a nail clipper, I cut my nails. Whereas his nails, they grow every day. Like he would cut his nails today, and 2 days later he would swear that he never even touched the nail clipper. So I think that's one thing that I would change. I hate long nails, but with him, it's not like he wants to keep them, but they grow every day and they stay long anyways. So I would change that. But yeah, nonetheless, I don't think there's anything I would change. What was... Okay, you wanna read?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay, what was your favorite moment about your Lobola day? I want you to read it because I want them to hear how you say Lobola.
What was your favorite moment about your Lobola day?
Lobola. Okay, what was your favorite moment? My favorite moment, it was him making me officially his wife, because he's been here for a month and literally we're doing what to call fat and set in I'll explain to you. In Africa we say you are being a wife, you are doing wife duties to someone that didn't marry you. You understand? So we were doing that before the official Lobola day. So my favorite moment was he paid everything that was required for him to do, and I was officially his wife besides fat and sitting. So that was my favorite moment. And the way I looked, guys, I was gorgeous. I don't think I've ever felt gorgeous the way I did on my Lobola day. Like I was I was famous actually. Everyone knew about me. Everyone wanted to take a picture with me. That's how good I looked. I looked good, and that was my. I'm not a girly girl, but
Say good again.
girly girl, girly.
Say good one time.
Good. You loves it when I say good.
I just like when she talks.
So yeah, I'm not a girly, but on that day I was a girly girl. The makeup was fly. My dress was amazing. I think everything about that day was beautiful, and that was my favorite moment. And officially becoming his wife. Yes, traditionally, yeah. What was your favorite?
So I'm a family man. So my favorite moment about Lobola was just how the family all came together, and honestly, just talking together, chopping it up, eating food,
Good food.
cracking jokes, everybody introducing themselves, showing love. That was my favorite part about Lobola. That's it. I don't have any other part. That was my favorite. That was it, and how serious everybody took it. Whereas, in the U.S., a wedding, your favorite part may be, oh, we danced or, whatever. But this part for me was straight family. It was a whole family thing. It wasn't just like, oh, this is her big day. It was like, this is the family's big day. So that for me was my favorite moment.
Not me becoming your official wife?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, but I feel like that's so expected and so easy to answer, especially on the camera, that I had to give people something else. So you officially becoming my wife, that was the whole reason I came here. That was the whole reason for the Lobola. And so yes, you becoming my wife was my favorite moment, but I feel like it's just so easy of an answer. It's like I'm trying to get out of not answering a more detailed.
The more detailed.
They're like, oh, what's your favorite moment? Getting married to her. That was my favorite moment. Which it was, but then I think y'all want more meat and potatoes than just marrying my wife. I mean, that's the whole reason I came here. So she's been the favorite moment. I mean, there's no reason for me to even be over here except for her. So definitely, that was my favorite moment. So that you can hear it. That was my favorite moment.
Yeah.
Has anything changed since your Lobola day? Or since our?
Since it's
Lobola.
our
Yeah.
our Lobola day. Has anything changed? For better? For better.
What about worse?
I have not experienced anything worse.
Good, me either.
I haven't.
Me
So
either.
I think everything has changed. I'm okay. I'm not trying to be funny and stuff, but I'll just say it. I think now I will be able to say, "Hey, I need money." I will be able to say, "I need money to do my nails. I need money to do my hair." Because I'm officially your wife, I'm your responsibility now. Whereas you know how hard I've never actually asked you to send me money. You just do it. And I think, and I would say, oh, thanks. But now, I don't expect it, but I feel like it's your responsibility. So even if I don't really say thank you the same way I would say thank you before when I was just your girlfriend, it shouldn't matter because you're doing it for us. Me looking good represents you. So you do it because you want your wife to look good.
This sounds like wife talk right now.
Oh, I'm a wife.
You're talking like a wife right now.
Wife talk. I'm a wife. So you understand, like, I think I would be able to just send a text, hey, I need money. I'm going out with my sister. I don't have money. Can I have money to go out? Whereas before, I wouldn't do anything like that. I mean, if I decide to go out with my sister, it should be on me, not my boyfriend.
So for you, that's what's changed.
Well, yeah, I think I'm now comfortable enough. Yeah, I'm more comfortable than I was before. And yeah, everything has been amazing. Knowing that I'm literally sitting with my husband, not just a boyfriend that I'm sharing a room with. But now it's like, even if when I'm cooking I'm making this with love for my husband. Not just a boy that I met online, or a man, okay, not a boy that I met online. So I think it has changed for better, nothing worse.
I would say for me, what's changed is she's become not crazy, because I don't do crazy women, but she has become a lot more possessive of me since our Lobola day. Like, we be walking and she over here grabbing, or she be like, all right, don't get too close. You know, I'm not sharing. So I've noticed that since Lobola, she's been more possessive of me than prior. So she just like, nah, player, nah.
Which is comfortable.
Yeah.
What has changed for you? Is that
Nothing.
okay?
Nothing changed for me.
Okay.
I already accepted everything before it got to Lobola Day.
Okay.
So nothing for me. Again, everything that you said, I was already doing it, except you didn't expect it.
Yeah.
I
never asked.
I was doing it because if I can't do it then I'm not going to be able to do it later. So
Exactly.
I was already there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Husband talk.
That's what I am.
How do you plan to make your marriage work in the long term? Oh, did we? I think we skipped. Okay, the next question is, what's the plan for the big day? The big day, I guess, is the white wedding, where I put on my white, gorgeous dress in your blue. I know you love blue, in your blue, amazing suit. But for us, I think for now, to be honest, I really don't want a big wedding. I really don't. But maybe 5 years later or 10 years later, would do an anniversary, maybe wear a dress. But
In Australia.
Ooh.
I'm going to Australia. Or Mauritius.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. But there is no big day. Nothing for now.
For me, Lobola was a big day.
Yeah.
That was a big day.
Yeah.
A big day.
So do you plan on having a big day?
Nope.
Okay.
It's whatever you want. I don't know about other people, but for me, I feel like the wedding day is always about the woman.
It is.
Us men, we ain't worried about all that.
Big
day, go ahead.
Do you know how much a wedding hair costs?
I don't.
Whereas a man's wedding hair could be like $50.
So, yeah, for the big day, I just feel like, the wedding is all about the woman for the most part. Us men, we care more about taking care of our wife, taking care of our kids, and what we can do after the wedding, and even the honeymoon more so than the actual wedding day. That's for the women. So for me, my big day was flying over here to Cape Town, going through the Lobola process, making her day, making my day, and getting my wife. So my big day has been accomplished. She wants to have a big wedding next week, next year, 5 years from now. Cool. That's all up to her.
No big day anytime soon. How do you plan to make your marriage work in the long term?
Well, you're not saying nothing, so I'm gonna say something. How do I plan to make our marriage work in the long term? Well, let's be honest again. I grew up in the United States. You grew up in South Africa. So number one, there's going to be cultural differences. It will be very ignorant and very unintelligent for us to not address that. So I'm gonna have to have patience. She's gonna have to have patience. That's where we already are. Then we gotta address this fact. Y'all may not know this, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I'm vegan, she is not. She knows how I feel about this.
Yeah.
Very deeply, she knows how I feel about this, and she knows why I became vegan 4 years ago. That's not gonna happen overnight for her. We're different. I'm a cold turkey type person. Once my mind made up, that's it. A lot of people need time to grow into things. I don't. When I jump, that's it. For her, that's gonna take time. But overall, how I plan to make our marriage work, when I talk to older couples who have been married 30, 40, 50 plus years, they all say the same thing. Keep people out your business. Keep people out your business. Don't be going to all these people talking about your business, and excuse us because I get we're on YouTube, but we're not gonna put our whole marriage on YouTube. We're not putting all our business on TikTok.
We're giving you what we're comfortable with.
We're gonna share with you what we are willing to share. And we're not gonna be talking to aunties and cousins and all these people about our personal life, because To me, the more people you bring in, the more people you gotta take out. When I need to have advice or a conversation with my wife, I'm gonna talk to my wife. I care about how she feels. I care about her needs, her desires, her wants, and her concerns. And me going to anybody else for those answers is a waste of time. It's great to get advice from people, and it's cool to have your confidants, but how I plan from my perspective to make my marriage work for the rest of my life is to just consider my wife in all things. Before I do this, how would my wife feel about this? Before I say this, how would my wife feel about this? Before I wear this, before I buy this, how would my wife feel about this? And if I can't come up with a definite answer, I'm just gonna talk to her.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna always have respect, and I always plan to protect and provide for my wife, and we're gonna keep prayer. We're gonna keep God in our marriage. That's how I plan to make our marriage work long term. How about you, pretty lady? How we living?
Pretty much the same.
Tell them something. You ain't getting off that easy. You put me on the camera.
No, but keep in mind that they're trying to know you more than they want to know me.
But they asked a question, and they put your marriage.
Your marriage. Your.
Okay?
They should have said your.
Your, as
guy.
in you.
They should have said you, the guy.
Your, you, our. Your hour. So it's now your hour to speak.
Pray. Pray and pray. Next question, please.
Ooh. Well, I guess we're moving on.
It's actually the last question. Is should he expect a little one?
A little one. What is a little one?
A baby. Okay.
I had to make sure we verify that. There'd be a lot of things.
Okay, for the people that don't know, my husband has 2 kids. I have 1 child, so that makes it 3 kids for us now. So, adding on the 4th child, I want a child, and also it's not because I want a child because I want a child, but I want a child because I want a child. What am I saying? Okay, go. Okay. I want a child. Guys, I went through single pregnancy and being a single mom, and I want to experience, of course, if the baby is here, the baby is here. Oh, love the baby, but I want to experience having a child in the marriage where my partner is involved in taking care of my needs whilst I'm pregnant and taking care of the baby too, and when the baby is here. So that's one reason why I want a child in the marriage. If maybe we were not married, I don't think I would want a child. If we were just a boyfriend and a girlfriend, I don't think I would want another child. But I want that because we are married now, and it's gonna be an experience for me. So I don't want to deprive myself from that experience. So that's the reason why I say yes, we will have a baby, but just not now. Or maybe I'm pregnant already, you never know. But yes, we will have a child. I don't know how you feel about it. Do you want a child?
Do I have to answer this question?
Yeah.
Man, why you gotta put me on the spot on the internet like this, man? Like,
Yes or no?
That's such a detailed question. Yes or no?
Take us there.
Do you want a child? I have 3. I
Yeah.
have
Do
children.
you have another child?
Do I want to have another
Do
child?
you want to have another child?
You want me to answer it straightforward, yes or no?
Yeah.
Give the people the disclaimer about asking me questions, if you don't mind. Please.
Of course, you told me exactly how you feel about it, but I still want to know, do you want to have a child, yes or no?
But you didn't give the people the disclaimer.
The disclaimer is your answer. He'll tell you the truth as it is. So we're about to hear his truth about having another child.
So the full disclosure that my wife don't want to tell y'all is never ask me a question that you don't want to know the truth to, because I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Do I want to have another child? My answer, straightforward for my wife and the internet, is a N-O.
No.
That's my answer.
The reason being?
Okay, now we have the reason. My reason is I already have 3 children. and I'm going to take very good care of my 3 children. And I'm going to make sure they're financially taken care of. I have a lot to teach them biblically, spiritually, school-wise, and I know how much time and effort it takes to raise those kids. And I also am considering you and having your own life and us traveling and the family support that it takes, the resources, the sleep that you're going to miss, the sleep that I'm going to miss, the diapers, the potty training, all of that. I'm thinking about it all. But then on the backside, I'm also thinking about how beautiful it is to have a big family and have kids when you get older. I'm thinking about all these things, and kids are beautiful. I love having a son. I love having a daughter. It's great. Will I be okay with us having another child is a separate question. That's different in what I want and would I be okay with it? Yeah, I would. I'd be okay with us having another child. I would love to have a child biologically with my wife, which is who you are, and I'm okay with that. So am I going to try to not have a child with you? No. I'm not going to deprive you of us having another child, but if you want me to be honest with a direct question, no. I'm good. I have 3. I like knowing that my children are getting older. Our youngest is 2. I like knowing that we can sleep a little bit longer. We're not getting up at 2 a.m. to make a bottle of milk. I like that idea.
Wow.
And so knowing that some random time in another 6 months to a year to 2 years, I'm gonna be up again at 3 a.m. I'm not excited about that, because I've done it. I'm not excited, I'm not gonna lie to you.
And overall, we are having a child. Not now, but we are having a child.
Not a problem. But I answered the question.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's it for today. Do you want to say bye to... Well, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching and see you guys on our next video. Don't forget to
like, subscribe,
comment, and share. See you guys on the next video. Bye.